Hello, welcome back to the Purely MJ Show. If it's your first time, my name is MJ. In this show, we discuss financial literacy, avoiding debt, and how to make better financial decisions through the lenses of other people's experience. If that sparks your interest, please like, comment, and subscribe. Join the family. Today, we're going to be talking about a couple things: wife not wanting to co-sign for her husband. We're going to be talking about negative equity, and we're going to be talking about credit card debt. So please stay and stick to the end and enjoy the show.
Looking for a car.
Okay. What type of car?
Any car. We just got married. My husband just got here. The problem is I have really good credit, good income, 800 plus.
Okay.
But I don't want the car on my
Okay. At all?
at all.
Would you be willing to co-sign with your husband?
Absolutely not.
Head on over here and we'll see what we can do for you. Have a seat. How long have you been in the country? 6 months. 6 months? Okay. Do you have a credit card or do you have any type of credit?
No.
No, not at all. Are you open to buying a cash car?
No.
No? Okay. Let me go back there and see what I can do. This is a very tricky situation,
Yeah.
but we'll make something happen. Don't worry about it, all right? All right, so I did call the banks. I did get an approval. However, let me ask you this. You married this man. Do you love him?
Yeah,
Okay, so would you want the best for him?
absolutely.
Okay, so right now the situation we're in is not the best for him. He's getting a 30% interest rate loan, but with you and your credit you described, if you were to co-sign with him, you'd have him at only a 6%, which is much more beneficial for him.
Would it affect my credit if he didn't make the payments?
If he did make the payments, it would affect your credit, but you guys are in love.
Absolutely.
You guys are married. He wants the best for you, same way you want the best for him.
It's getting sticky already, right? I like for you guys to watch the full video and then get my commentary. So let's finish.
Because of that, he won't miss a payment.
I want the best for him, but I will not co-sign with him.
Okay, even if he's saving $300?
Even if he's saving $300.
So you care about him, but not his pockets.
I care about him, but I care about my credit more.
But what if he goes in debt? Just trying to pay off the car. With you as a co-signer, it's going to be stress-free.
I'll think about it.
So you guys had a minute to think. Did you get a chance to talk to each other about it?
Yeah, we thought over it, and if you can make the payments on time
Yeah, we can do that.
and not ever miss a payment, and you can commit to that, then I could be okay with this.
Listen, he committed to a happy long life with you. That's just another commitment amongst those things. You're only co-signed with him for about 6 months to a year, so it's not much of a worry. In 6 months to a year, he's going to have his own credit, refinance the car at 6%, and you can be off the loan. So the worry is not for long.
Wait, so 6 months later, I can be completely off the loan?
Exactly.
I think that's doable.
Yeah? All right. Perfect. Adding you on helped tremendously. I got you guys a great approval for a 2022 Jeep Grand Cherokee high altitude. I did notice you have a dog, so I thought you guys might like a third row. And it's an amazing car. It drives beautiful. Let me go grab the keys and we'll check it out.
That's awesome.
Here's the car. It does come with remote start, which is great for the winter. If you guys feel like you need to just warm the car up, give it some heat, press of a button, car's on.
Thank you so much.
No problem. You guys like the car?
We love it.
All right, the approval I have for you is 0 down. With him, we did need about 8,000 down. Adding you on, 0 down. And you're looking at about $680 a month
It's amazing.
for only 60 months.
Let's start from the beginning. They just got married. He's been in the country for 6 months. He already wants a car. If that's not the definition of the American dream syndrome, if that's not the definition of the American dream nightmare, I don't know what is. Brother, you're 6 months into this country. You have no credit. You have no stable income. You have no job history. That's more than a year. And you want to get into a car? The consumerism aura in this country is crazy. Like I feel like if forget a human, if a freaking squirrel came from another country, I think he would want to consume too. It's just right there. I don't understand. Thing is, the wife is not wrong. They just got married. You know what I'm saying? Like the relationship is fresh. She's worked hard. She has an 800 credit score. She has good income. She has good credit score. She worked hard for it. And you want to get into debt early into you guys' relationship? This is a disaster waiting to happen. You know what I'm saying? And this video to me looks a little scripted. But the reason why I wanted to post this video and show you guys is because this is actually a reality in a lot of people's lives in this country when it comes to couples. They want to get into debt. Me personally, the girl is not wrong. I personally think, right, even for my wife, I would not co-sign for her because I would not want her to be in debt. I don't want her to be stuck with a payment that she has to be responsible every month. You know, jobs can change, things can happen, economies can go up and down. We have the highest amounts of unemployment. We have inflation that is so high. We have layoffs that's happening. We have AI that's happening. To start a relationship off like this is crazy. I think the person that's wrong is the guy that's gaslighting these couples to get into that. He just wants his commission. But again, it's a business. You guys chose to come to him. I want to take a time out and take a pause and shout out today's comment shout out winner. Shout out to SS Teacher 95. He left a comment and that I read this morning that I honestly brought, a little bit of happiness to my eye. It made my morning. I'm not gonna lie to you. Purely MJ, you are doing good work. I teach high school economics. More kids need to hear this. I'm going to put it somewhere here so you guys can also read it as well. I really do appreciate that. My goal in this channel was to start helping people realize that debt is not good. It destroys any stability, any income, any type of opportunities. It destroys relationships. It destroys families. It destroys your wealth creation opportunity. It's just not a good thing. And in this channel, that's what I'm going to be talking about. We're growing so fast. You guys are leaving great comments. If you want to be shouted in the next comment shout out winner, please leave a comment. Nuance is important, right? This is the reason why I put that video first and then followed up with this one. Don't ever in your life co-sign for anyone. I don't care who it is.
I'm looking for a new car. I got a 2023 Outlander SCL. It's got 20,000 miles on it, but I'm looking for something else.
Is that a lease?
No, that was a purchase. I still owe money on it. The payoff is 26,000.
If that's the case, you're not too upside down. The resale on these Mitsubishis is not exactly ideal. Car's worth about 21, 22 grand, give or take. And what are you paying right now for that car?
$799. I bought that car for my ex-wife, and if I'm going to be paying for the car, I might as well have something I want to drive.
There's definitely some phenomenal lease deals that we put you into to absorb that as much as possible. The monthly payment that you're paying is not reflective of the car you could be driving. And even with your negative equity, the beauty of it all is we can lower your payment, get you out of the finance, and put you in a nicer car because this vehicle is going to keep losing value way faster than how much you're paying off every month. How's your credit?
I'm at a 551. That's another reason I got divorced. She was opening accounts and doing things everywhere.
Oh, no, man. I'm sorry.
It is what it is. I look at it as a bump in the highway of life.
I like that, man. How's your auto payment history?
Never missed a payment.
We may have a way of getting you approved using your good auto history. I can probably put you in a Mazda CX-90 where if your payoff is 26 even with 10,000 miles a year, if you pay your taxes and fees up front, I can probably put you at $589 a month.
That'll work.
You got to pay about $3,700 out of pocket. This is if they approve you, and if they approve you at Tier 1 Plus. Worst case scenario, you either get declined completely, or I think you'll probably be somewhere in the low to mid sixes, depending on what kind of approval we get.
Okay.
We do these types of deals with this particular dealership with Mazda quite frequently. We've had a lot of success with people with similar scores done. That's why I always tell people it's not about the score, it's more about the history itself. I feel comfortable telling you it's worth it to submit a credit app. It's worth it to try to get you approved. And I think in a perfect world, you'll probably be in the high.
I personally think, right? This is the reason why I said, right? Don't ever co-sign for a loved one. It's hard to trust people because circumstances change, right? Things change, jobs change, economies change. So it's hard for you, right, to co-sign for a loved one because just like in his situation, right, the wife was opening up different credit cards and not paying for the loan and doing all these things. So it put him in a restrictive, very difficult situation where he has to pay $799 for a car that's losing value. A Mitsubishi is crazy. For $799, it's crazy. You could have got a BMW, a Mercedes. You could have got, and I don't co-sign that, right? Those cars, but like that's a huge monthly payment for a car like that, right? So just like the other couple that we've seen, right? This is how that relationship might end up. And finances is the greatest factor for divorces. You know what I mean? And also it's a slippery slope. He got out of that to get into a lease. He has to put $4,000 down. He saves a little bit on the monthly payment, but again, that's $4,000 or $3,000 that could be allocated towards investments, different opportunities, starting a business, right? Learning a new skill. Like these things is going to be a slippery slope of debt, taking on more debt, putting this negative equity into this negative equity. You just can't catch a break with debt. Stay away from debt. In this channel, I'm going to tell you, no Dave Ramsey, right? Because I agree with some things and I don't agree with some things he says, but at the end of the day, staying away from debt is the greatest factor of building wealth. It is the greatest factor also for bodily health, right? Emotional health, psychological health.
Sort of sent a lead in, asked for a phone call, said it's going to be a tough deal to work. So we're going to call him and see how hard, and we'll go from there.
I'm trying to trade my car, but I have a loan on it. It's not paid off.
Okay.
I check on the car marks in person for appraisal. They give it to me like a very low. I have a loan left around 35K. They give it to me 8K. So I have a negative equity around 27K.
You have $27,000 of negative equity?
Exactly.
Okay. How's your credit?
My credit is also not good.
So that'll be the challenge. Obviously, banks don't like financing too much negative equity. They will finance quite a bit sometimes, but then if you also don't have great credit, that'll make this a little bit of a mountain to climb. Do you know what your score is?
Like 580 something.
Okay. I mean, all I can do is try. The good news is this Suburban's discounted quite a bit. It has a really big blue book relative to what I'm selling it for. So if we were going to try and bury some negative equity, this would be the truck to do it on. The next step would be I'll send you a credit application, fill it out. I'll get it submitted over to the bank and we'll just see how much money down were you trying to put.
What was the down payment? Maybe I tried maybe 3,000.
And what payment were you trying to get around?
900, maybe not more than 1,000.
The other problem is we've got a price of $37,000. If you had $27,000 of negative equity with very little down in a 580 score, it's going to put you at a couple $1,000 a month car payment.
Do you have something leasing?
We don't lease used cars, but even then that would be a bigger problem because you'd be taking $27,000 of negative equity and instead of spreading it across 60 or 72 months, you're compacting it into 36 or 48 months. It's a great way to get rid of the negative equity quickly, but I don't think that they...
Your car is worth $8,000, but your loan is $27,000 for a 19 Suburban. You see what I'm saying, guys? You had people that have no business buying these cars to begin with low credit scores, not understanding how interest work, not understanding depreciation, not understanding anything about basic finance, that are putting themselves in situations where now they're forced to eat up negative equity, and the only option they have is what? Take that negative equity and put it into another car. And the lesson still hasn't been learned though, because they're still putting themselves in a more deeper water. You still have a bad credit score. Now you're in a deeper negative equity. You want to put into more negative equity. It's like this debt snowball. It just keeps getting bigger, keeps getting bigger, keeps getting bigger because you guys don't understand. Accountability, rationality, common sense is out the door. Brother, you need a cash car. Anybody watching this video, please. The theme of these videos is what? Depreciation on metal, glass, and rubber. That's what these cars are made of. But the emblem is what we chase because that is our status symbol to impress others that don't like us. I'm so confused. He needs a cash car. He needs a cash car. He needs to sit down somewhere, drink some water, go to a body of water as well, sit there, drink his water, and enjoy the view. That's what you can afford. You can't afford nothing else, my man. And I'm not being harsh. I'm just being realistic and practical and very truthful, right? It doesn't stop. The debt doesn't stop.
$30,000 worth of credit card debt at 24 years old. This is my credit card debt breakdown. Currently have 5 different credit card accounts that I need to pay off. The first one, which is the least amount of debt that I owe, would be my Freedom Unlimited card, in which I owe $1,649.99. My Capital One card, I owe $4,388.83. On my Best Buy account, I owe $6,210. On my Chase credit card, I owe $6,856. Last but not least, Discover. This is the one that I owe the most on, and it is $10,952. That brings me to a total of $30,057.68. I've looked into filing for bankruptcy, but I don't think that that's the best route for me at this time. I think that I won't qualify for Chapter 7, and I also don't think that Chapter 13 would be the best option either. There's no other option for me other than just finding other ways to make money and paying this off as soon as possible. I'm turning 25 soon, and my goal is to become debt-free and just be more smart with my money. Honestly, just never get myself back into this position.
Good. But I do think though the average American will get themselves back into this position because they never learn. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that we reacted to in this channel that have had repos, that have had bankruptcies, that are still trying to buy cars. You had a clean new page and you still got in. Guys, I want you guys to know, right? Being very vigilant is also important. Look at the car she's in. Look at the panoramic sunroof. Stretches all the way to the back. I'm not telling her she can't have good things in life. But she's also, in my opinion, think she's paying a car payment that's extremely high. Look at the car. This is a SUV. I think this is a Jeep Grand Cherokee or something. Or a Mazda CX-90. Like, this is a huge SUV that she's in. You cannot tackle the credit card debt and still have a car payment. It just won't, because you can't beat the interest rate that is being charged at a $30,000 loan. She's almost paying, right, for all those cards. If you add them up, in my personal opinion, I think she's paying close to $500 to $700 in just interest alone at 28%. You're not going to beat the principal, because whatever you pay and the minimums you're making, right, is being eaten by what? The interest. So it's like you build a wall, then it gets smashed. Build a wall, it gets smashed. Like, it's not gonna get anywhere. And you're 24 years old. The best advice for you is, right, is to go live with your parents. I don't know if she's married or not. Go live with your parents. Tell your mom and dad and mom, I need 2 years or a year and a half of, just me not paying rent, and I'm going to take all of my money and put it towards the credit card debt. And credit card debt is the stupidest debt you could be in, because you don't accomplish anything. You bought depreciating things, or things that didn't matter, like going out to eat, buying things and consuming, and now you have to pay that with interest. It is a lose-lose situation. It is a lose-lose situation. And in this channel, we have to learn from other people's experiences so you can live a better life. Like, that's it. I'm going to end the video, guys, here. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the family. We're growing. I really do appreciate you guys for always tuning in, right? Road to 5,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to leave it here. Be good, do good, and I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Peace.